Three. Welcome back, everyone. We've got one more Metal Gear Solid 3 race before our final run of the event. It's going to be MGS3, The Other Scot versus Theory. Just before we get going with this, I'm going to read out a quick donation from the man himself. Theory donates $20. The rematch, me versus Big Bill. Who's going to come out on top this time? Could be a Fury Decider or Shagohod. Who knows? Who knows? But make sure you get your bets in. Thank you so much, Theory. I'm going to get the raters off in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck to both these gentlemen. Both great MGS3 players in their own right.
After the end of
Definitely
World War
been
II,
grinding
the
since
world
the
was
Master
split into
Collection
two,
released.
East and
Now that
West.
we have that
This marked the beginning of the
load
era called the
remover
Cold
working
War.
as well, we can see the exact difference between the two runners at every loading screen. That's been one of the great joys of having these MGS3 races now.
Yeah, definitely. It's so cool to just see like exactly when someone's at a certain point, so we can be like, this person's exactly 10 seconds behind,
Yeah,
or something like that. It's usually up in the air sometimes. Where we're like maybe, but no, like we kind of just know straight up like how far someone is ahead or behind. Sick.
I was just about to say that like the Virtuous Mission is kind of a formality. Nothing really happens there. But that's not what we've seen in races like over this event.
Oh my
We've,
god, yeah.
we've
We've had
seen
some crazy virtuous missions.
yeah, we've seen some unfortunate mistakes, let's say. Oh my god, what's he doing? What's Theory doing? Oh my god, they're both doing it. They planned it ahead of time. That they are both going to change to the Santa costume. I love to see collusion between the two runners. We had no idea they were going to do that.
Yeah, I had no idea either. But hey, you know what? Perfectly suitable for this race. And it doesn't really matter what your camera index on this category as well. So it's gonna be cool to see Operation Santa.
I wonder if they're going to do the whole game in the Santa costume or if it's just this room, because the camera doesn't matter, right? And if they both agree to do it, it's the exact same amount of time lost for each.
Yep. You should put it again on Operation Snake Eater.
Yeah, and again after Eva at the waterfall. Oh, that's really cute. Legends, both pair of them.
Gotta commit to the bit, you know. I respect it.
Yeah, for those that don't know, the other Scott, he's been a bit of a silent partner in this, but he was a huge part of setting up this event along with me and Vermilion. Shout out to Carrig from the Iroquois Listing as well, who did just stuff in the background. They're not hosting, but they're doing amounts of work in the background to make this event run.
Yeah, definitely. Like when it comes to events like these, like it's always the people like who help in the background and all that stuff that would make the event like just functioning. And I really have a lot of respect for those people. So, yeah, and everyone else is helping us out.
Who's that?
Yeah, as we've seen, you can take an alert here. It's much faster to take the alert and just have it clear off in the next room, but it's the next room when you really cannot get an alert. You can't take an alert in this next room. It's super dangerous.
Yep,
It won't let you meet Sokolov. And the best thing to do if you do get an alert is to obviously reset with a fake death toll and try again, because it just takes so long to take out all the guards to clear the alert.
Yeah, it's ridiculously long, and there's like so many dimensions spawning and stuff like that.
256 for Theory, 259 for the other Scott. Probably a little bit of movement hiccups. It does cost you a few seconds here and there.
Yep. And both runners using the safety camera, so not using the optimal camera.
That's not true. There's the 3D camera sucks. Snake Eater camera for life.
I literally say this every single run. It's just really funny. I don't think the 3D camera's better, but it's just funny to say because I know Apache hates the 3D camera with a burning passion. But going to the career menu, Sam's a little injured here. As you can clearly see, Snake. This is like about an hour into the game, by the way. We see it last time. Like, if you ever play this game casually again with cutscenes, like this part is ridiculously long. and it's a bigger portion of the game compared to like the gameplay.
Yeah, it's over an hour.
Yeah, it's insane. There's just so much. There's so much that you gotta like learn and stuff like that.
Oh wait, sorry, no. When you get to the start of Snake Eater, it's like 2 hours. Like when you're here in this room where they are now, it's like 2 hours.
Oh yeah. You're right. Actually, yeah. There's those cutscenes. We gotta hear Snake Eater. We do all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I did a story playthrough recently, and I mentioned that like, you know, I can't wait for them to re-release the game in current year with the, like 2.5 hours of exposition at the start of it.
It's actually gonna be that long. Dude.
It's gonna need you're gonna need to be able to press a button to show you Family Guy clips, so like the audience can stay engaged.
And at the bottom it'll be Family Guy. At the top it'll be Subway Surfers.
Yeah.
The most popular speedrun in the world.
So both runners will take a role, equip the easy gun, and also their Santa costume. I love that they're committing to the bit for the entire run. We appreciate collusion between runners. We always encourage collusion.
Yeah, it's like MGS1. We had Meryl being saved. You know, stuff like that. It's really funny to see. Oh my god, Coach Tony with the 5 gifted. Appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah, thanks so much, Tony.
But so at least one thing. This is in my opinion where the run really starts. It's gonna be the Ocelot unit, and we're gonna see how both runners tackle this fight. I'm pretty sure the other Scott runs and he uses the easy gun with the stun grenade. Theory uses the easy gun, I think, as well. So we're gonna see relatively similar strats. If I unless I'm wrong.
I never know what these runners are going to do because you never know what kind of like.
Could you try again?
Why would Siri say that? Sorry. Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't remember.
You said you never know how the runners are gonna do.
Oh yeah, I never know what they're gonna do because like you expect a runner to play a certain way, but you don't know what kind of like practice they've been doing leading up to this and what strats they've been picking up. Theory with an insanely fast Ocelot unit. TheOtherScot, if he takes them out, he's spamming out shots, and it works. It works as well.
That was ridiculous. Those are basically the same exact strats. Theory he's using the stun grenade when everyone's falling down to CQC slam the last guard. Oh no! TheOtherScot.
Seam crouch.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. Yeah.
That's a master collection thing. Like that has only been introduced since the master collection. You could get those crouches in other versions of Metal Gear Solid 3, but they were so rare. It's like almost not even worth mentioning them. Could we see our second Dial death?
Where's Dial?
Not. Surely not. We've already had the Dials claim 1 life in this event so far.
We did see it, and it's funny because we didn't even react to it. We're just like, wait, what? And then we looked back, and then Snake Soul comes already dead.
No, it was Omax.
Omax sort of was. Yeah, you're right. And we're just like, wait, what happened? All right. So
well, I was thinking the Dial had claimed 2 lives then, but no. Like you just don't expect. You can't, if one person is in this room and one person's in like the Ocelot unit, you'll focus on the Ocelot unit because not a lot happens in that room. But Omax just wants to keep every room legendary. But yeah, survive the crocodiles.
I looked at the times. Right now, Theory's only ahead by about 3.5 seconds. So, it's definitely like I said, like very very close, and a lot of parts of this run can be very swingy. He was more ahead, but then he hit by that Dial's tail, and now it's very close. Thankfully, we're able to see it because the loads are being removed. Theory he looks like he's massively ahead, but his timer stopping at certain points, so we're able to know during the loading transitions.
Yeah, I think Theory's computer slightly better, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But no, I think TheOtherScot's got a beast of a computer. You've all got super good computers. I'm surprised you don't run Metal Gear Solid 4 emulated.
I should run MGS4. I actually like running MGS4. Funny enough, I've only done a few runs though. It's much more playable on the emulator as well. All right, it's time for Ocelot. Ocelot, in theory, no joke, no pun intended, is a very fast fight. Gonna be 2 body shots with a 7 grenade. Oh, I think he missed that. Oh no, he's good. 2 headshots will end this fight. To see if Theory get it. That's 1. That's 2. Clean fight. TheOtherScot, giving him kind of a slightly better fight, actually, I would say. He's about only a second or 2 behind right now.
Yeah, just better menuing and quicker to get their headshot off.
Yeah, really impressive. Like, both runners had a very clean Ocelot. That fight is deceptively tricky because you can make so many mistakes that you can accidentally not hold the shoot button and miss during the flash grenade, stun grenade, or you could accidentally shoot his arm because his arm is kind of big sometimes and you can't. You gotta aim a little bit to get out of the way. So both runners, early game, pretty damn solid. It's neck and neck, and it's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be who has the more clean movement from this point on, and who's able to do these bosses cleaner as well. Yeah, watching 2 runners at like a similar skill level is always really like a treat to watch. It's like you can see in real time like who is playing slightly better or who's playing like who's like able to like clutch these situations. Always like really cool to see.
Going into the pain fight, they're going to use the easy gun to shoot the pain as many times as possible in the body until he puts his shield up. You can go for headshots a little bit faster, but the area where you hit the pain for a headshot is so small that it's generally safer to go for body shots, and you can spam out the shots so fast with tactical reloads. Great phase 1 from Theory.
Oh no, I think TheOtherScot
Extra
got an underhand throw.
Yeah, it fails to get the shield off fast enough. That's going to let Theory take the lead here. 10:37 out of the pain.
It's TheOtherScot right now. That's like shooting really fast. Sometimes if you shoot too fast, that you can do it really. And about 10:46, so about 9 seconds ahead for Theory right now.
It is true. You can't just like try and tactical reload at lightning speed. It will like the bullets just won't hit him for some reason. On the PlayStation 2, like if you tactical reload at all, the bullets just tend to always go through him.
It's so weird. Yeah, like you gotta do it fast, but you can't do it too fast. Like it's like when it's a mistake I make all the time because obviously you want to do that fight as fast as possible, but the game just denies you. Like you're not allowed to. So one thing you guys probably noticing, but if you ever watch any other difficulty of this game, the runners will always grab the box early on. But very easy, we actually don't grab the box because we only want to do one menu the whole entire run, and it's after the end. It's actually faster to grab the box later on and menu it after the end than to menu it early. But on every other difficulty, it's much better to have the box. Also, health is a resource. We don't care about HP. We just live in this river, take the damage.
The health is just an additional oxygen bar to us.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, you think about it, like you're swimming so fast compared to like if you're running. So it's like you're kind of just using your HP to boost you a little bit.
Yeah. And you'll see runners, they'll equip their M1911 before this room because you're going to want to shoot the explosive barrel, and you don't want to do it too fast. You've got to wait like half a second maybe. You shoot the barrel, it will damage the end, which means when we get to the fight later, he will have some of his stamina missing. And that little bit of stamina missing allows you to, what we call one cycle the end from the first room insanely fast. Like there's no strat like it in the game. And it's, the execution is so difficult. We've seen some incredible end fights over the course of this event.
It's absolutely amazing. Like you still think about Omax's end fight, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. But
changing.
Yeah. Hey, yours weren't bad either.
Oh yeah, true. Omax is a better one than me actually. He does a little bit cleaner. You know, didn't get shot. I'm pretty sure. So I'm actually curious to see like if any runner's gonna go for the new strat or not. Yeah.
I could see Theory. He's a Discord grinder. He's always in a channel, chilling, playing games, doing speedruns.
Yeah. I can see as well. Really cool to see. The end is basically, in my opinion, like one of the parts when if you get past it as a runner, there's like a sigh of relief. You're just like, thank goodness we are past that, because that fight's all execution, no RNG. It's just, I mean, it's a little bit RNG, but it's like you just basically need to execute well, and if you don't execute well, you're gonna eat a bunch of time loss. Theory gets hit by the electric fence. That's a little bit of time loss there.
Yeah, it's straight up like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because you dodge the animation, you got to readjust, and it's pretty bad. But still decent chunk of chunk ahead right now. We can see here when Theory enters this this next room right now. So Theory's gonna enter the lab at exactly 14:25.8. And for this lab, just make sure you don't shoot. Make sure you don't get spotted. You have really busted weapons. You don't want to shoot the wall. 28 versus, so about 4 seconds ahead actually. Not that much.
It's nothing. I mean, we have seen leads of 1 minute plus in this event, and even then we were like, it ain't over. So that is a minuscule amount of time.
Yeah,
Both going for the static camera body shot on the guard. It's a little bit tricky to get. The 3D camera definitely makes it easier. That's one room where I can honestly I can capitulate to using the 3D camera. I'm gonna see. It's such an awkward shot that Fury hit the wall, picking up the handkerchief. The alert doesn't matter now. Like, you can leave here with an alert and it's no problem. Just got to make sure you don't get knocked down by any of the guards. Every time you get knocked down, it's like a 5-second loss. So getting the handkerchief on the way out is definitely safer. I'm wondering if the other Scot is going to do the same and get that on the way out as well.
Oh yeah, he's going to as well. There's only thing to be careful of is, oh, there you go. That's why static camera sucks. That's why static camera sucks in this room, man. That's all I'm gonna say, dude. I just wanna put that out. He did another roll out there. Both of them. Theory had a little bit of trouble on the way out, but yeah, that could be some time that OtherScot could catch up with.
Yeah, he's suffering on loads, but his gameplay's fire.
It's very inconsistent on the PC version, so you're able to
the other Scot in the 3D camera and gets knocked down exactly the same way. The camera doesn't matter. The camera does not matter. You can't blame that on the static camera. How dare you?
Not the camera.
Yeah, how dare you even insinuate? Alright, Theory, he should equip the stun grenade before going into the fear now.
Let's see. He needs to have it on. Does Ops to do a roll first?
The reason you want to have the stun grenade equipped first is because it allows you to act out of the fake death pill sooner if you have the weapon equipped already. So when you're reviving with the fake death pill, you can hold R1 and mash the fire button, and it will allow you to act quicker than if you had to. Essentially, you can shoot the weapon or use the weapon before you can open the weapons menu.
Oh my god,
he's really close to him.
He
got it.
That was
terrifying. Yeah, 17:05 out of the fear for Theory. Let's see how the other Scot does.
I feel like this is like literally even, by the way, from what I'm noticing. 17:05.
He wasn't dead after all.
Hold it up on the D-pad. Doesn't matter if you overhand or underhand. Goes over the pistol.
As long as you do the quick reloads correctly, it's all good. Perfect parkour from Theory.
About 5 seconds behind only. Ridiculously close still.
I want to see a cool warehouse from the other Scot now. You got to roll down onto the first floor and then land on top of the boxes. Point your weapon out and drop off the box while mashing triangle, but not too quickly, otherwise you'll get the overhand rail grab, which is a little bit slower, but still looks really cool. I think the overhand rail grab looks way better.
It does look
but it's
cool,
slower.
But it's slower, so it's like, damn it. It's a sick animation, but man, at what cost?
Yeah, I think in an event I would always purposely do the longer grab.
Really.
Yeah, just because it accents what's going on. So the other Scott is a little bit behind, but for theory, the next part is the end. It's not the end of the run. It's a boss called the end. There's also a boss called the boss, but that's not this boss. That boss is at the end.
I just thought about it. You haven't said that one time this whole entire like these races yet. I'm shocked.
I didn't want to end up like Bart Simpson with, say the line, Bart.
Say the line, Patch.
I let it be a treat. Everyone would be like, "Oh, he's not saying it," and then surprise.
All right, so they're going for the classic the end strat on very easy. You can go for 3 stun grenades here, and as long as he does not miss any of these shots, he should be able to get this fight, and the end will end on the cycle. It's gonna be a little tricky here. You can get shot by the end as well. All right, there we go. The reload. Wait for that, and one more shot and the fight. Clean fight by theory. Textbook the end.
1921 out of the end. That was a really fast fight. And it looks like the other's got going for the same strat as well. So you dodge the shot around the corner. You're going to throw 3 stun grenades at the end. You throw them off to the left here because it actually produces a longer stun on the end if you do that. You turn around to not get flashed by the final stun. And then he didn't turn around. So he's going to aim up at the end's head, hit him in the head, dodge a bullet, and you have to wait. You have to dodge this bullet and wait. Then you need to hit him in the head 3 more times, just like that. Absolutely perfect end fight from the other Scott.
Yep, that was both runners executed super well and didn't get shot at the end as well. So basically, about less than 10 seconds ahead for theory. So we have a run, guys. We have a race. This is Snake Eater, by the way. Enjoy.
You won't enjoy the sounds on the other Scott, but we are going to let it play. We have always played at least one ladder in every race, so after the other Scott gets to the top of the ladder, I'll put the sound on theory though, since the other Scott's had it, all the time up to now. We like to get sound from both in the event if we can. But anyway, sing along if you know the words. All right, 22:04 out of that room and 22:11 for the other Scott. Minor differences between the two runners. I'm gonna swap the audios over. Let's go see what Theory is up to.
Yeah, so for people who haven't noticed, we're using the cardboard box because the cardboard box is the best item in this game. It allows us to run at basically full speed up inclines because there's no slow walk animation up hills. Oh, getting that weird animation there where he shoot the radio. But yeah, the box is ridiculous. It helps out save a lot of time in a section. Um, it's basically essential for this section, but it's also essential when you're fighting the Fury because the box is fireproof. Helps out a lot and makes the fight less of a nightmare than it already is.
I'm glad the other Scott remembered to pick up those stun grenades. He was completely out. I don't know if Theory was the same. I think the other Scott had to throw an extra one during the pain fight.
Oh yeah, he did. Should have been still okay with grenades, but very smart to just like have that backup just in case.
Yeah, good memory because if you don't have any stun grenades during the bike chase, either won't get let you have unlimited of them. You have to have at least one to get unlimited during the bike chase, and that will replenish your stock for the boss.
And this is basically the calm before the storm right now. Like, I'm very easy. You don't have to worry about much when it comes to getting alerts, being spotted, that kind of jazz. But realistically, this is all just preparing for the next boss fight, which is the Fury. We have seen the Fury claim many people in this whole entire marathon. It is a fight that, no matter how much good you get the fight, how many times you've done it, he just brings out something out of nowhere that you've never seen, such as shooting fire backwards that we saw in a race before.
Yeah, he's knocked a few people off over the course of this event, and the backwards fire was just something else. Like I don't think any of us had seen that before.
Yeah, literally no one's ever seen it before. We're just like, wait, that can happen? Straight up.
Only in Master Collection, because the fire, it goes further in Master Collection. It goes through the walls, like way more than it does in any other version. And I think it's because of not just because of the frame rate, because it's not like that in the Xbox version. It's hard to describe.
Weird.
It's different. Yeah, it's different.
All right, let's see. Theories Fury. Here we go. Equipping the Mosin Nagant because you actually do no damage with that. Oh, getting the bad spawn in the middle.
The GDQ spawn and knocks him off.
The GDQ spawn. Yep. Obviously he's here. This is a spot where if you're not prepared for it, you're gonna lose all time. It should be okay. Like he's gonna land right here. I'm pretty sure. And if Theory executes well, yeah, not that bad of a backup. The Fury can go anywhere, and he chose to stay at the front, so that's actually not a bad fight. Considering things, I know Theory will take that any day of the week. 2540 Fury for Theory. No pun intended. No rhyme intended. And we're gonna see the other Scots.
That's not D-Limes, by the way. It's me. I hacked his account.
We're gonna see here because the RNG right now. We'll see it. Alright, both runners not opting to go for Lethal Fury, by the way. I'm just kidding. Oh my god. Okay, gets knocked down. Will he shoot fire and stay there? That's what we want. He is flying away, but it looks like a fine position to be in. Yep, he's staying on the side. Not that bad as well. 25:48 for the other Scott. Only 8 seconds behind. So very close. Going for a caution strat.
He's got an alert.
Oh, he has an alert. He has to reset. Oh no, he messed up the sequence.
No Theory. Take the L. Take the L. Don't be a hero.
Yeah, he realized it. Yeah, he's like, it's cooked. Oh no, yeah, this room is tricky sometimes if you're going for a really fast strat. I know Theory went for it, but he accidentally didn't re-equip the easy gun. It's gonna cost him some time. Alright, there you go. He just goes for a classic, just knock out Rykov. Better to cut your losses, just get out of this section. That could be, yeah, we'll see if
that will cost him 8 seconds. Definitely.
Definitely. That's a lot of time loss, actually, because he didn't fake death pill immediately, and fake death pilling also takes a lot of time. So if TheOtherScot's able to do this cleanly without any mistakes, this could be the swing we're talking about. Okay, the first person shot just to get the warning. Looks like he's going for a fast strat as well. If he gets this is actually a gigantic swing. Right, a little awkward position. Wait, he's in alert right now. He's alert. He has an alert.
Oh my god.
Oh no. I wonder what happened. That's wild. And both
Yeah.
runners having wild ride costs right now.
It's because he took the box off early, I think, and Rykov created an alert on Snake. Oh, the other Scott's going through it with Rykov.
Oh no! Yeah, this is the section where if you go for faster strats instead of just shooting him immediately, it can be devastating. He's failing again. Oh no!
He's got in his head. Rykov's
Yeah.
got in his head.
I've been here before too. It's like a section where you've done it so many times, but then like one time it goes wrong, and then now you're just panicking. You're like, oh no, please just let me get it over with.
Yeah, I mean, after the first one, I think I'd just go up and shoot him and drag him. It's like whatever.
Yeah. He doesn't work again, but should be okay. Yeah, he's fine.
It must have been his movement that he just got seen by something, so the alert stuck. I'm really not sure.
Yeah, I would have to rewatch it, but I would assume that he unequipped the box early instead of bumping into him. I don't know. It should have been fine. But no, that's a gigantic swing for a theory. It's gonna require a lot from in terms of mistakes from theory in order for other Scott to come back. But you know, we've seen a lot of mistakes like that. There's been a lot of things that have been happening these fast few runs. So don't count other Scott out.
They both made mistakes on Rykov. That's the thing. They both made mistakes there. So at least one of the other Scott's mistakes is covered up, but I think he did like 2 more continues after that, right? So it's going to be rough.
Yep. Oh, he's going for the Chad double box slide, by the way. Let's see it.
I'll never not do double box slide. Even if it turned out it lost time, I would still do it.
It looks cool, but it's funny because like if you get the weird like angle or whatever, you can easily just not get not get spotted by the guard or whatever, and then it'll spot you early, and then you're just awkwardly standing there.
Answer me. Who is helping you?
And apparently Pazzo Theory is 50 seconds ahead according to Pazzo, so I mean gigantic, especially for this category. However, it's something that we haven't seen, you know, like the MGS3 speedrunning gods have made it so every run has been rubber banded. And we will see. 40 seconds. Theory immediately getting the escape here. Lean escape as well. Getting that codec can be a little tricky if you're not used to the how fast the codec frequency moves up. And you already know the other Scott is thinking in his head, damn, I cannot believe I just messed up like 4 times. You're like, and then you gotta steal yourself, and then you gotta move on to the rest of the runs. Oh, they were getting the shield bash on that guard. That's why you always hug that wall, so that shield guard will never hit you. And thankfully, our HP doesn't matter. I'm very easy. We're just chilling. Gonna go for a roll right here, just to make sure this dog right here doesn't do anything. And yeah, we don't really care much about the section. The only thing that changes in the section, since we're using the loader mover and we're using the real time, we're gonna use the handkerchief to take ourselves out during Sorrow. So that's gonna be one difference you will see from console runs or any run that's not on this version. So that's something. And Other Scott is about to come out of Rykov. I mean, not Rykov. Come out of Torture. And pretty much say, I'm gonna try my best to get this codec really fast, because getting this codec really fast can save you like a decent amount of time if you're in like not if you don't mess up, because there's sometimes where you can be like codec be in the wrong place, lose a few seconds. Alright, there we go. Theory. Just doing some nice movement. This section, your movement's being a little tested a little bit. You can see that rolling up stairs and stuff is just a lot faster.
TheOtherScot's just preying on Theory's downfall now. Needs him to make some mistakes.
That's in the story.
Plenty of places left to make mistakes.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen it a lot this whole entire tournament. You know, how fitting would it be if the last race was decided by like the final boss fight again?
It would be perfect. Be absolute perfection. Theory with the handkerchief strat in order to drown himself as fast as possible. Shout out Major Zero for popularizing that. You can learn about that strat and many others in Major Zero's VE guide.
Is Theory going for it? What do you think?
Log roll. Yeah, I could see it.
All right, so log roll, you can either save 2 seconds, or if you mess up, you lose 20 seconds or more.
Or if you ask TheOtherScot, you save 7 seconds with log roll.
He literally said save 7 seconds.
He might have said 4, but anyway, whatever he said, it doesn't save that much. And I was on stream at a marathon just arguing with him about it, and he was like, "No, it saves that much time." I'm like, "It does not. It doesn't."
Yeah, it's much less than you think it is, and the risk reward is actually so skewed in.
It's a total swag strat. It's a total swag strat, and I think TheOtherScot will go for it as well. Theory did the coward's roll. Honestly, he did the coward's log roll.
he did do it, but you know what? It's still a log roll at the end of the day. A little bit of time save, probably like maybe 1 second.
0.2.
Maybe something like that, yeah. Back to Santa, by the way. He's committed to the bit. I like it. I love it. I would forget, honestly, if I was not remembering. If I was not, like, on top of things. Alright, grab the most important item in this run, Cardboard Box B. It allows us to skip about a few minutes of backtracking towards the hangar. This is inside the Shagohot's hangar without having to take a long walk. And the other Scott is out. He should be able to fake death. I mean, revive here and be out of here. Alright, easy gun. You can clearly see the power of the easy gun. Those guards are just like super oblivious. Okay, is TheOtherScot going for it? I feel like he is, for sure.
He must do. He thinks it saves more time than it does, so...
Okay, he's going for the really risky one. Okay, he went for the kind of coward's roll?
How much time does that save?
Probably like 6 seconds instead of 7. It's a lot. Oh yeah, you also don't want to knife this guy, by the way, as it just happened. You got a shotgun here or knife. It's all just time loss. That's why we don't like dealing with the Ocelot unit. This is the only difficulty where we... Actually, no. We deal with the Ocelot unit in a lot of difficulties. But on Euro, we don't deal with the Ocelot unit, funny enough. So this section's actually harder on VE.
Yeah, we gotta go into the menu to spin around anyway to get out of the cell. Because you can't really use the codec because like Johnny's looking at the cell door, so you can't use the codec. It's like only Euro where basically you would remove the transmitter.
Exactly. All right, Theory gonna be doing Volgan. This fight is, in my opinion, one of these boss fights in the entire run. But if you do make a mistake, it is a fight where you can lose like a bunch of time. Phase 1, not a big deal. Phase 2, though, this is where we've seen people burn a lot of time. Okay, there looks like he's got it. One more shot will end the fight. Perfect. Very good Volgan. 37-14 on the exit, so we're going to see how far the other Scott is behind. And for escaping and crouching grab is not really much to do. It's a basic auto scroller. He has the easy gun out because his stamina is draining. We do have a leech on us, so we are constantly draining stamina, and we need to be above half stamina when we fight the Shagohod in order to have stable hands, in order to aim well. And it's just there's actually no reason to do damage here in this section, but it's just like cooler. Sometimes you don't want to sit there and do nothing. And also, this room's actually harder on very easy. This is the hardest version of this room, in my opinion. Because you actually don't shoot the wall and distract all the guards. You have to deal with some guards. So it technically is a little bit harder on this difficulty only. There we go. One more C3 and should be done. And we're going to see how TheOtherScot tackles the Vulcan fight, because you can skip a cycle if you get some headshots on the second phase. So usually people will just will be like one shot off.
Alright, TheOtherScot, let's see a Vulcan. Throw him to the ground, hit him in the head with a bunch of SVD shots. Phase 2, take the hit. Oh, Pronin's a risk. We've seen people mess up the Pronin a few times. It's a little bit harder to get that, but TheOtherScot has no issues with it whatsoever. It's definitely harder to get the iframes on Vulcan in Phase 2 from a prone. I've noticed it in European Extreme. It feels different on the Master Collection version.
It can be a little tricky because of how the FPS is sometimes. I believe that's the cause of Scott being a Euro runner as well, able to do that strat without any troubles. Because on Euro we have to do that strat where you crouch under the shots. Alright, this section right here for Theory, by the way, this is actually a part where you have to kill these guys in order to progress the room. But now that he's killed them all, there's nothing to do for the next like 50 minutes. He's basically just gotta wait until he gets to the runway, do some damage to the Shagohod, but for now, that's gonna be, you know, both runners are gonna be thinking about what they can be doing, how they're gonna tackle the Shagohod. Because Shagohod is a fight where it's like you can, it's very easy in theory, but it is it's scary to do in practice because it's so late to the run and there's probably a lot of pressure for you to execute well. I'm unsure how far Theory is ahead, but he's still he's over 40 seconds ahead, I'm pretty sure, so that's pretty big. He would need many mistakes from this point on, but we've seen it all. I know Apache's just been like, obviously he doesn't want anyone to make mistakes. Yeah. I mean, obviously we don't want people to make mistakes, but you know, I would not be surprised if Theory were to, you know, bounce back a little time here and there. So we'll see that. This whole entire section, we're just chilling with our easy gun. You don't have to be on the easy gun. All you need to do, if you just have your easy gun up for one section of the whole entire bike chase, then you will have enough stamina to fight the Shagohod without even worrying about things. Speaking of the Shagohod, we're gonna get to the first part of the Shagohod fight with Theory. He's gonna be doing as much damage to the Shagohod as possible. He only needs to do 25% damage. That will ensure that we don't have to shoot the Shagohod one more time later on. And ideally, you want to make sure you don't shoot the Shagohod in a place where he will basically move the Shagohod back, and you can't shoot him. You want him to keep moving towards you. So Theory, you'll be doing a lot of quick reloads. It allows you to reload your RPG really fast. If you don't do quick reloads, your RPG reloads extremely slow. So yeah. Oh, just like that. That's an example of what we don't want to see. We don't want to see the Shagohod go all the way back, because now you gotta wait for it to come all the way in. Thankfully, the damage threshold for very easy is very lenient, so you don't have to worry too much about being perfect with these shots. On Euro and any difficulty, you have to be kind of on top of things. So as long as Theory's able to do a quarter damage, which he should be able to do, there's a lot of time.
He's just about to. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's all I need to do.
I'm still convinced, right, and I've never been able to prove it, but like if you stop shooting him when it's at a quarter gone, and he does the attack where he pushes you, he can push you into the load zone faster.
You know, it's funny because you told me that, and like I always do that now. I'm very easy.
I can't prove it, but I'm sure of it.
I'm pretty sure it's not real, but it's just funny to sit there and be like, I'm getting blasted. All right, so theory, going for the shoot here. Got to go past the McDonald's M and then shoot the bridge. I can never unsee it. Now you guys can't. Apache Smash did tell me that. Now I unfortunately always associate that bridge with McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry.
See this here? We want Theory to get a. That looks like a good setup. Oh no, little. I'm not sure if
That'll do. He can get a glance in here. There we go.
Did. Yes, he did. That's
absolutely
amazing.
recovered. Absolutely recovered. And now we can set up to get both shots.
Yep,
yeah, this'll work perfectly. No, shoot the back. Shoot the back. Keep shooting the back.
He needs one more glancing shot. This looks fine. He got saved by that cycle there, and that was not a bad start. Oh, he should.
Oh, his first shot missed. I wonder how.
Missed.
Headshot. He's trying to. Yeah, he scammed a body shot. He
scammed it. 44-10. I know Theory is just like, it's finally over. 44-10 on the escape of, on the final hit and escape of Grazigrat, so we're gonna see what TheOtherScot is right now, but just doing the damage to Shagwad. Theory probably extremely happy about the recovery on both fights.
Was that fluke or skill for Theory? Did he fluke it or was it skill?
He took a risk, and I respect it, you know, like, because if, you mess up on that second part right there.
Yeah.
Then it could have been like really bad if he missed the shot and got the shield.
Either way, he's going to be feeling good about that fight, as you say, and he's well away into the second part of the bike chase where he gets to do nothing.
Yeah, literally nothing. Me and Patrick have had to commentate this bike chase where literally nothing happens. That's how much we like MGS3. We just watch, we just talk about random stuff. And the runners and the run for the whole entire bike chase. It's about 10 minutes of nothing. Alright, so we're gonna see here TheOtherScot. If he's able to get a perfect Shagohod loop and get a good Shagohod 2, could swing a little bit. Obviously, Theory still needs to make a mistake in order for this run to be possible.
Yeah, no, he can pull huge amounts of time back here.
This is gonna be required though. Might be okay.
This is it.
No. Oh, this looks okay actually. He just gets that.
Yeah, get it early. Nice. Just hit the back again and then the tread.
Yeah, he got it.
There we go. Hit the tread. Hit the tread.
Oh my God, he's so close. Oh, that's fine. I think he got it.
That was the most Hikari looking Shagohod I've ever seen in my life, but it just works. Might be a little bit early on the tread. No, he's not. Get the headshot. He's out.
Was a much better fight. 44-10. Billy gets out of 44-44, so that's about 34 seconds apart. That is one boss mess up away from TheOtherScot being able to take this. Theory's got to be thinking about what he be doing. Got to play super safe and would be able to take this race. But yeah, that's wild. Both runners low key getting bailed out on the Shagohod. I love to see it.
No, I think TheOtherScot was absolute skill. Like, he free aimed all the shots. We were doubting his decisions, but every single one of his decisions worked. I can only just tip my hat to TheOtherScot there.
Yeah, Theory taking a little chance on Shagohod too. I mean, on Volgan too. Respectable. TheOtherScot saying, "I messed up the initial setup, but I got this."
I kind of want to play MGS3.
Damn, really? Have you played the game before?
It's just got me in the mood to play it.
That's hype, dude. MGS is always such a fun, like, a blast to run. It's always fun to see like people running like this category that was forgotten for so long, huh? Until you like came around and started being like, I'm gonna optimize this category a little bit. This is a long time ago, right, Patrick?
Yeah, I was sick of getting my ass kicked in 2. Basically, I couldn't get a record in 2, so I got all the records in 3.
This is the category no one ran, right?
Yeah, VE had a few runners on it, but no one had optimized it. The best run was slower than European Extreme, and some people believed that the best run in VE could never beat the European Extreme run because the European Extreme runner was just like so galaxy brained ahead of everyone that like I'm not sure if they were saying no one could do it or I couldn't do it, but I think they said no one could do it, but meaning I couldn't do it. But yeah,
So you just want to prove people wrong. I respect that.
Oh, it's what gets me. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning. Tell me I can't do a speed run.
Yeah, there's no way you can get a foxhound with cigar only. You know, it's impossible.
That's when it's time. I'm fueled by spite. No, it's good to feel the competition. It's good to like prove yourself. I think that's a big part of the fun in this hobby, proving that you can do something.
Yeah, it's great. Love it. It's like proving to yourself and to others that you can do something that people would have perceived as like impossible, or something that you never thought you could ever do in this run, or for these kind of games. It's so sick.
Yeah, that's what gives you the drive. Theory is out of the bike chase, makes the jump. I'm curious to see what the time is. There's no time to be saved or lost here unless they did some weird menus. But we'll get a final timer before they do the last sections. 49:26.
Let me have some more.
Yeah, we gotta feed Eva here just so that we don't have to feed her later. It saves like one menu essentially. Better to do it right now than later. We don't have to escort Eva here actually. Funny enough. But the next section is when it matters. And it's funny, honestly, Eva is not that bad at escort because she actually kind of walks like a pretty decent speed. There have been times where it's like, I mean, I always thought about like any ways you can make this faster, but like dragging her is not faster. RPGing her is not faster.
No, we tried everything. We tried everything.
Runners will always try everything to make sections like this, which is a runner's nightmare, faster. Yeah, and one thing about this section as well, by the way, Eva Escort, you want to make sure you're extremely close to Eva. She almost trolled the Theory right there, by the way. She did a double back, but then she's like, wait, I got this.
Yeah, Theory was staying at like the optimal range to make her go left tree. She never goes left tree.
He's doing the stutter step right now because you want to make sure you're close to Eva, but not too close so she doesn't stop moving. It's better to always just be closer to her, but not too far away, not too close. But right now, the way Theory's playing is so good.
I love it when someone says, "Oh, it's faster if you drag her." That's one of my favorite comments.
Do people actually say that?
Well, yeah, I see it every so often. Yeah.
You probably heard it all. All right, this is the final room of cards, by the way.
I get it in my YouTube comments like, "Yo, pro tip by the way, you can actually drag Eva. It's faster."
What's better, that or did you know you can press triangle to skip the codex in MGS1?
That comment trolled me so hard that I was going into the game and trying it. Like, I need to be sure about this.
You can actually gaslit you, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, am I just that bad at the game?
What
did we say about like 49 what? For Theory?
Oh,
36,
I don't
right?
remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I should have wrote it down. I forgot. What were you saying though?
I don't remember that either.
I interrupted you.
Well, if I get a thought, I have to say it out loud, otherwise it's gone forever.
All right, so Theory opting to have her get close by before shooting his next two guards. I like it because you get slightly better line, maybe. Not sure, but you only need to shoot these two guys. This third guard in the bushes here, or the like. I guess I don't know, not only bushes, but like the grass, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
You want to be really careful you don't run into that guy. They're both doing the stutter step thing, by the way. It's really funny to look at.
Yeah, we literally know that you can't like if you hit a corpse with an RPG in this game, it goes flying, but it doesn't do that to bodies when they're asleep. So you can't like knock Eva out and then just send her across the map with the RPG. We literally tried it. We've done so many things to try and make this room faster. Like if we had it our way, we would just be nuking Eva across the screen to get her to this load zone quicker. That would look so funny. I wish that was possible.
I would do it every single time. Be happy about it. All right, here we go. You got the boss. Going to get a slow counter. That's fine. You're allowed 3 of those on your. Not sure, but very easy.
I think you can just have as many as you want, to be honest.
Yeah. CQC slam. Throw it straight up. This fight's looking very good from theory right now. Gotta wait a little bit for iframes to wear off a little bit. This fight's looking very clean. One more rep will end it.
Yeah, I don't think he was catching that. Like, if Theory just played consistent for the rest, like we said, don't think it was really catchable. Oh my god, here we go. One down, and the timer is ticking.
Okay,
He should recover it here.
Yeah, that's it. One more shot. That's it. All right, cool. Theory 53-43 on this load. We're gonna see what the other Scott has, but it's looking like it is Theory's win. There's still a little bit of gameplay here for the other Scott. Got to escort Eva through the section, but it really came down to that Rykov room. Honestly, that was the final nail in the coffin.
And the thing is, they both made mistakes on the Rykov room. The other Scott just messed it up more, which is it's such a shame because it was neck and neck all the way through.
Yeah, it was just him constantly doing the same mistake over and over again. It's unfortunate to see, but shout out to Theory for playing super consistent, not like messing up, keeping consistent game plan and everything. 52-39, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what it was, right? Something like that. Unless Scott finds his boss skip, all good.
Thanks, Major. 53-43 for
53-43.
Yeah, I'd be amazed if you could beat the boss that fast.
We'll get to see in real time just how close it was, though. So easy gun, 2 shots in the head. Oh, only gets 1 headshot.
I think this will work out fine because you'll just get the extra hit on the other side. Hard to explain. Oh, why is he doing 1 shot now? This is just weird.
Wait, what? What's happening?
He's going off the script.
Yeah,
this wasn't in the script.
Yeah, this is definitely something I did not see was in.
Boss again, and I'm no lie, I completely forgot how to do the boss. My brain went to mush about 3/4 of the way through that run.
Understandable. It's if you don't, you can easily brain fart in sections like that. You're like, how many times do I gotta shoot her again?
Yeah.
I haven't run this game since the Master Collection come out, and I only did 1 run.
Hey, you know what? You still like you look like you had it for like most of it. Everything was looking good. The end was really good. The Fury was really good. It was just that
What happened at
Rykov.
Rykov?
Oh, I took it there. Because I hit the thing and he spotted me. I think I had equipped the easy gun by accident. When I was right near him.
See,
Spotted
I want
me,
to know
went to recover it, and then
because
he ran off, and I was like, "Fuck this!" Taking a fake death pill. Hitting the reset.
Like, I don't know what happened that first time round. I understand where I went wrong the second and third. I've also picked up the wrong gun to the looks of things.
You don't. It doesn't matter.
No way. Remember, guys, always pick the middle gun.
Yeah, middle gun. Yeah. So so you guys, what do you guys got to say about the race? Like, was there a point you were thinking about the whole time, or was there like a section you were like, "Yeah, I wish I did better"?
For me, it was just a Fury, and I was just hoping for like a decent Fury, and I got the worst spawn possible, but I made it
Oh,
work.
you did. Yeah, that was,
Yes.
that was
Make it
super
work.
unfortunate.
Yes, Rykov.
Yeah,
Fuck
you guys are definitely both thinking about Rykov, but I know Billy was thinking about Rykov a little more. He was.
Yeah, I was not thinking of Rykov because normally it's fine. I had the idea that I could hit the floor instead of him, but I didn't think I was going to take the alert there, and I did.
Yeah, that was wild. I was like, what?
Yeah, I think I unequipped the easy gun like literally for a second by accident,
Yeah.
like force of habit, and he spotted me because he didn't get tranked, and then
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
tried
it's
to
weird.
recover it, and I was like, nah, it's not worth. Like he's gone. Let me just fake death pill and take the 15 seconds. It's better to just continue there and then worry about
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
Theory, you know what this means, right?
1-1, mate.
We have a trilogy to settle at some point.
Yeah.
If these guys raced before, it was in the other Scott's favor. Now it's Theory's favor. Who won the third match? We'll see eventually.
It's true. We had to go with the Santa outfits as well.
Hold on, I can
Yeah.
barely hear anything because I fuck it, this horrible
The
song.
game's loud. But yeah, it was fun. I felt like most of my run went pretty good up until.
Yeah, both
Like,
of you guys
Crosley
went
Brad
really
area.
good, especially yeah. Like it was really.
I got
good.
hit by the crocodile, and I obviously like went into the fence. But I mean, they're just like that's like 2-3 seconds each.
It's not the biggest deal. Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
it was like your gameplay overall was extremely like solid for both of you guys. It was really cool to see. It was literally not even kidding, just that room, Rykov, and what's it called? No, because like Billy had to do Rykov like 4 times,
Yes.
and then you had to do Rykov like 2 times.
Once.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I was
Well, yeah,
like,
technically too, but we had to do.
yeah.
But I'm
So-
glad to have got the Santa costumes in.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know you guys were gonna do that. That was so
Yeah.
funny. We were just sitting there like, what?
Billy messaged me literally. He was just like, he's like, "What do you think about doing Santa costumes for the whole run?" Just for a laugh, and I was like, "Yeah, it doesn't change much. Anything actually doesn't change anything." But
And that's why Theory done a run beforehand to make sure that it didn't mess up any of the strats.
yeah, just in
Oh,
case,
really?
because there are a few rooms where you could think maybe it acts a little bit like Tux because it's not a great camo.
That's why you guys were. That's why you had to run. And I was like, you're
Yeah.
practicing that hard already. That's hype, dude. And now I know the lore.
I wish I had practiced. I maybe would have gotten Rykov the first time.
Our biggest worry really was having a Santa outfit at the end because I didn't know it. Because I'm pretty sure there are times where like if you wear a crappy camo, he can spot you from quite far away, even on VE. But like, it was fine if you take the round.
No, because the easy gun overwrites. It gives you 80% camo.
Yeah, but you have
Yeah.
you have a stun out in that section. for
Yeah,
the end.
he. Oh right, so he would see
Yeah.
you sooner. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
that was
understand.
why-
I
that's why-
understand. Yeah, I
yeah,
understand what you
Yeah, I
mean.
just wanted to check for that mainly. All the other rooms seemed pretty fine, but that was the one that was like, if you still take the normal route, does he see you or not? But it doesn't matter because the wall blocks him.
See, I had the opposite at the first marathon I ever done. We were wearing rainbow camo and green face paint, and the green face paint meant that his first shot was delayed and fucked up my entire thing.
Classic.
Oh,
I am howling at the fact she had the 1 HP. I've never seen anyone get that apart from when you're playing.
twice.
Yeah, that was
I thought you had
twice
to walk
now.
off again.
Twice
He had to
now.
walk off.
Yep.
He was absolutely in shock. He's like, dude.
Once on EE and once on VE now.
That gave
Yeah.
Apache damn flashbacks.
Actually, the PTSD. It's one of my favorite speedrunning moments for this game ever because the comedic timing is just perfect. Like Apache just walked off and like we're done. It's so good. I loved it.
Everybody thought Apache was like actually like super mad or something. It's like no, he was actually dying to go to the toilet.
No, I came back and all I was worried about when I got back was like, is Billy okay? Because like it's a rough run. I'm like, is he gonna be? Is he gonna be all right?
I think you found me sitting outside with my knees up at my chest, just rocking back and forth for a bit.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't believe you just did that. But no, it was all fun.
But
Like,
you know,
at the end of the day.
it's been a couple of months since then, and now he's all right again.
Yep.
Lots of therapy, guys. Lots of therapy.
And we're back
Oh.
to that. This is your first this is you guys' first completed run for this category on this version. I know it's yours, Billy, but what about you,
Nah.
Theory?
No, I've got one up on the board. I'm pretty sure. I might
this a
not actually have
PB?
one up on the board, but I've got. No, it's not. My PB's like 104.30 something. I think.
All right, oh sick, okay. Is it,
This is like 105 something. My
Alright.
boss split was 53-43. So if you add 12 minutes to that from that section onwards to the credit end.
yeah, about 105, maybe a little less, like a one.
Yeah.
But I know this is Billy's first time on this version. What do you think about this
It is
version?
indeed. It is indeed.
You like the? Did you notice? I noticed you you paid attention to the strat for the fear. The fear is
Yes.
much different on this version.
Yes, that was something I did, and it's there is fairness in Love and War. I did ask Theory, and Theory did say yes, he does always spawn behind you because I remember getting caught with that. I've done one playthrough of this version so far, and noticed that was different straight off the bat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the biggest change fight.
The only time that he doesn't is if you walk forward and delay for like a few seconds. He will go to the right side like he normally does, but it's not worth it because it's just as easy to deal with him as he is in this version. You just walk
Also,
forward and throw the stun.
I'm just gonna say I take the moral victory because I know Theory didn't do log roll because he's a pussy.
And that's funny.
No, he did it. He did it.
I kind of did it half. It was like a half log roll, but in my
You
practice
guys
run, I
both
did
did the
do log
same
roll.
roll. You guys both did the same log roll. It was the mini one.
Yeah, I always do the mini one. I have in my practice run. I did do the full one. I did the full from the get go, like.
And it saved me 7 seconds.
You said you
Yeah.
did a mini one, so it saved only 6 seconds.
Oh, it was only 6 seconds. That's right.
Yeah, true.
I didn't, and we also didn't go for the new end strat because there is a new end strat, but neither of
And
us.
we haven't learned it.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, it's we've seen so many different end strats. We've seen people who know exactly where the end's gonna be after missing. We've seen
Yeah, that was crazy yesterday from Snake.
I couldn't
knowing where
believe
the
it.
end
Like
was gonna be, and then just shooting him, like going straight out there and just ripping him in the head. It was nuts.
yeah, insanity. Like it just shows like, and then also Wolf Pliskin as well. Like just having that cracked aim. Everyone has a different way of tackling that fight sometimes. So it's so sick to see. You guys go for the traditional strat.
And it's a lot harder in VE because there's no real backup other than like if you do go into the other room, you know where he is.
I mean,
like,
I would argue European Extreme is more difficult because you have to go and pick up the TNT and blow yourself the fuck up if something goes wrong.
yeah, but it's more consistent in the sense that like you have back. There are ways to get him in EE, like when he's running. If you miss him, you can still get him. You can still catch him. You can still shoot him in the back, and you can
This
get
is
him.
true.
Yeah, there are backups for
VE,
Euro, but there's
Yeah.
there's literally no backups
It's
on
none
very
for V.
easy.
Like if you do the normal strat like we did and you miss, like he's gone. Like
Yeah.
you aren't getting him back.
All right, see the time here 1:05. What was it, like a 55?
Yeah, something
For
like that. My timer
you.
didn't stop apparently.
And then for the other Scott, let's see the time coming up in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I just had to stop my menu. For some reason it didn't split.
Yep. I think one highlight. I mean, you guys should always be happy about this, but you guys both had really funny Furies, because both of the Furies ran away, but he stayed in the front, thankfully.
No.
Fucking lucky on that one.
Yeah.
That's what I was. That was my biggest worry. It was just like that's because there's nothing you can do. You just have to deal with wherever he lands. But I got him landing right in front of me and managed to actually come out of it. I only lost, I think, like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
I also want to say
thankfully.
that everything on Volgan was completely calculated.
I think
As
my
in,
ending
as
time
in
was 105,
Shago Hod
53.
second phase, all calculated.
Oh man, no, that was good. Your Volgan 2 was good, and then Theory's Volgan 2 was terrifying. Like I remember, I was like, yeah, because remember you missed the initial RPG shot, remember? And I was like, oh.
Oh yeah. On Volga. Yeah, do you know what? I was like, when I missed the shot, I was like, what the fuck? Should have been fine.
Yeah,
And then I was like,
then
whatever. Like, and then I missed the second shot as well. To be honest,
You
I think, and then-
you YOLO'd the next shot. It was great. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, you actually gonna go for the swag shot where you
and
like
then
move over to
I
the
went
right,
for the headshot and was like, I'm just spamming him until I get the body shot.
and you actually got it. And I was like, thank God.
Yeah, I think my ending time was 105.53.
That's sick.
Either way,
So
105.53.
about a
Yeah.
minute, about a minute after PB, right?
Yeah, something like that. A minute in like 20 seconds.
Okay, not
To
bad.
be honest, my PB
For
wasn't that
marathon
good
run.
anyway. It was just kind of a run that I did together and got up pretty okay in it.
I mean, theoretically, we could say this is my PB now.
This is your
True.
PB. You
Put it on the
this is
board.
technically, yeah. Put it on the board, dude.
Oh my fuck.
Almost there. Oh wait, let's see the time. Yeah, it was actually extremely close for most of the race, though. Like you guys were basically about only 10 seconds apart in certain sections.
Decent. It's a good race.
See it in a 106.54 from Billy, so about relatively about a minute off. GG's, y'all.
GG's.
It was fun.
You guys have any last final words you guys like to say before we switch over to the final run of this marathon?
I just want to thank everyone for making this such a special marathon so far. And as we get to the final run, let's kick it off a banger.
Yeah, just thanks for having me again. I obviously did a run MG2 yesterday and then this race today. Shouts to you guys for putting it together and Limes for obviously like always allowing his platform. RTMP and all that. And everybody else that's been behind the scenes like Carrigs and that, and obviously all the runners and everybody that's jumped in from runs. It's been great to be part of it.
All right, thank you guys so much for the kind words. And don't get here, guys. We have our final run of the marathon. We have Blue Candle with Undertale, which is going to be a banger run. So stay tuned for that, guys. We'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere.